What is going on, you beautiful people? Deechus here with another Advanced Wars by Web replay analysis. Today we're continuing the tournament series. We're reviewing another tournament game, but no, we're not talking about Discord 11. Nope. And we ain't talking about the Mariner Cup. We're looking at the SMACKY Cup. Now, what exactly is the SMACKY Cup? Well, the SMACKY Cup is a fog-based tournament on Advanced Wars by Web with over 1,000 entrants, separated into separate leagues. In my league, we have 256 of the best fog players in all of Advanced Wars by Web. And this is round one, very beginning of the SMACKY Cup. And for this very first game, I'm matched up with our very favorite guy, Mr. Olsta. Now, if you guys haven't watched my videos, you might not know Olsta, but I know Olsta because I reviewed one of his games versus SMACKY on the map Amber Valley in my Netty lower level series. So if you haven't checked out that game, I highly recommend it. He's a nice dude. I've played him before. All around solid guy. He's like the 248th seed. I'm the 9th seed. So, you know, a little bit of an imbalance when it comes to seeding, but that's how it goes in tournaments. This is round one. So let's look at this map right here. This map right here is called Hidden Fire, I think. Hidden Fire with like numbers and shit. It's like some little kid like on their flip phone, like, hey, hell, H311 double hockey stick. Like they're afraid to curse, or like someone on their TI 81 or whatever the heck, like, oh, boobies with like B00. Like, I don't know. I got over that shit in middle school, but it's called Frozen Fire and it looks like that. So anyway, the map is a 3 base and 2 airport map. So you're gonna get 2 airports, 3 bases. One of the airports in the middle, and one of the airports is in the corner over here. Now, what is unique about this map is that there's a recon spying on you. You have a recon spying on you on your strong side, so it's not a weak side. So it will see what comes out of this space over here. And another thing about this, you can only build infantry out of this right here. Well, you can build other things if you're an idiot, but you can only build infantry or mechs because there's 3 mountains surrounding this. You cannot, there's no shoal, so there's no lander to come save you. So it's only going to be infantry here, and your vehicles are going to come out of this base, which is surrounded by forests. So you have 2 base versus 1 base, but it's hard to reinforce against that 1 base over here. And for that reason, you also have well, not for that reason, but you also have an airport in the middle. If you have an airport over here, but it will be spotted by the recon. So the recon actually sees all 2 of the bases and the airport on the strong side. It sees everything. So killing this recon, you want to kill it relatively early. It is a pain in the ass. You can see a lot of things. You can't really bluff as much. I love bluffing in fog, and you can't really bluff with this recon. It's a pain in the ass. It's on a C tile, so it has no defense, so it'll get one shot by an artillery most likely after a comm tower. So you also have the airport in the middle, and the HQs are pretty, vulnerable. And we have Sammys here. So HQ caps, Victory March are a thing. You build a bomber, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 turn bomber, maybe a copter or tank, and then you Victory March infantry over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you win. Good game. The real reason Sammy's picked is because of this mountain over here. You're going to be building mechs and infantry every single turn. That's why Sammy's good. Kindle is also a strong pick. This is tier 2, by the way. This isn't tier 4. We're not talking about Jake and Cole and all that garbage. No, we're talking about tier 3. So, and Sammy is typically tier 4, but she's goddamn good in this. Most everyone picks Sammy on this map. Kindle's second place. Every other CO is irrelevant. If you pick any other CO, then Kindle and Sammy, you're doing yourself a disservice. Maybe Lash. Okay, maybe I'll throw you a bone for Lash. But if you're picking Andy, that's just dumb. If you're picking Drake, God have mercy on your soul. There's 2 damn airports, for God's sake. Anyway, you want to kill the recon. Watch out for the HQ. This is kind of a base rush map. These 2 will overcome this one over here, so you want to defend yourself. You have a little mountain range defending you, but like I said, once mechs start streaming in, this mountain might bite you in the ass more than helping you out in the end. You have little pipes in here, but you don't need to worry about it too much. And yeah, so this is definitely a Sammy map. I'm not much of a Sammy player, but I don't think anyone really is at this point. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the match itself versus Mr. Olsta. So, I'm starting off from the bottom in the greenies. Olsta opts to move his infantry over here first because that is what you do. You want to capture the base first, and I will do the exact same thing, I guarantee it. Also bring my other infantry up here, ploppers, going for this little cap over here, maybe over here. The thing is, you go for an early cap over here, Well, the thing is that this is his strong side, so he will win this eventually, right? So you don't want to get too greedy and be like, hey, I got both comm towers, yahoo! Then you're going to lose all your units. You're going to lose like 3 infantry, get the comm towers, both comm towers for like 3 turns, and that's not a good trait. So I recognize that, and I do not go forward, I don't think. I go for the safe cap over here, and I go for the safe cap over here just because it makes sense. And so Olsta, similar to me, we're not used to this map. Olsta, he's a growing player. He makes mistakes. I make a lot of mistakes. Can't complain. He falls for the greed. He gets greedy over here. He goes for this, even though I will outnumber him, because when the vehicle starts jamming in, I will beat him. So he gets a little too aggressive here. I'll get a first strike from the silo and knock him down. Another mistake he makes. He forgot my recon over here. He makes a critical mistake here. I can see what he's building, and I can see where it goes. So he captures this, which is fine. I was going to do the same thing over there. Makes sense. But, okay, not yet. Never mind. He's fine. Not yet. There's a lesson coming soon. Trust me on that. But he makes a mistake over here. I'm happy to keep up this chain. Like, add infinity and beyond. Buzz Lightyear ballsack. I don't know where that came from. But I'm telling you, infinity and beyond. You got a friend in me. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you keep going over here, okay? So, if you don't want to be like Woody in Toy Story 3 and thrown in the meat grinder where he died. Can you tell I haven't watched Toy Story 3 yet? Does he die? I thought he dies in the 3rd one, or I heard rumors. I like the 2nd one, not gonna lie. Before we get distracted about lore of Toy Story, I noticed something. The recon. He's aggressive in the middle, and I saw him not go down here. He goes over here. I noticed that. Rookie mistake. Not a rookie. Common mistake. I make mistakes on this map too. Not gonna lie. He goes back over here. Smart move. Cut your losses. I'm gonna beat your shit out of you if you continue that. Caps over here. Can't see where that one goes, but yeah, honestly, he could have gone on this comm tower over there, but all that was important, I saw him build that, and I saw him build a map. Now, why is that important? He has no reinforcement for this thing. This thing is a sitting mother clucking duck. And I'm going to murder it. And I'm going to cap that, don't give a shit. He's dead. Free infantry. And now I'm threatening to capture both of these. Because if this guy had literally moved over here, and if this guy had literally captured the comm tower, he would have beat the shit out of me. But since I saw one go over there, luckily for me, this wasn't like here or here, but you would only have one attack off and it'd have an infantry advantage. And this mech will take a couple turns to reach over there anyway. But it's fine. Anyway, I build a mech over here because he's building a mech over here. And I opt to go over here for the early airport because I want to threaten some HQ. Rather than going over here, I kind of forgot about that base for a long-ass time, I think. Which is fine, I guess. I build an artillery because I'm like, I want to plop it like here or in the forest and I want to base lock him. Or I want to plop it here and I want to kill something, I don't know, HQ. I could bring this here, waste a turn and kill it. I wouldn't waste a turn. Honestly, in retrospect, I kind of wish I killed this recon right here. I kind of wish I killed that recon right there. I'll get this comm tower, I believe. I don't think he's going to interrupt me. I'll get this comm tower, and that should be a one-shot. It's on. It has no defense stars. It's fine. Right now, I'm kind of dominating anyway, because I'm just abusing that whole mistake over there. He's gonna. The thing about that move, though, it's good eventually, because you're gonna get this cap and you're gonna have an early airport, whereas my airport is nowhere near. Like, I'm not gonna capture any of these things for a long-ass time. That's just the nature of things. But I get the comm tower. I get the cap. I do not kill the recon. I wish I did in retrospect. Cap that, move towards the middle. I don't get greedy in the middle. I actually move over here because I see the mech and I don't want to get gangbanged by something there and something there. So he can attack first with this, but it'll be from a road. And I will have one comm tower and he will have 0. So that's not a favorable engagement for him. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm certainly winning at this point. No complaints. He captures both of those. I capture both of these. I capture the difference basically being the comm tower, and yeah, he builds an artillery. That's kind of standard. You build the artillery because you want to base rush and just win, or you want to center rush and win by HQ capture. So he does attack. Not a really great engagement, but he attacks. The thing about this, I can go on the mountain and attack, and then I can see everything as well. And that's exactly what I do. But first, move all these units over there. Capture the middle. Luckily, as Sammy, 7 HP infantry, I still capture 10 at a time. So that thing is as good as a 10 HP infantry. I'm capturing that. Then I can move on to the airport or in the center over here. Well, this guy's probably going for the airport. In the middle is up for grabs. He has one there. I'm going to have 2 infantry or 3 infantry ready to pounce. Move my mech and see what I'm looking at over here. I can kill that and maybe start capping, but that's a little ambitious, so I don't think I move in yet, unless I have artillery support. If I do move in, I have artillery support. Nope. Instead, I do not move in. I go for the middle, because the middle is good. I slink my artillery over here. He can't see it. He has nothing in the forest. I see that. By having this mech here, can't see it. He knows I have an artillery, though. This is not a hidden artillery, because he sees everything in the base. Build a tank. Like I said, I see this shit. Now, connection. Vision. Vision. I see everything now. See, there's 2 mechs, 2 infantry. That's fine. And honestly, I made a mistake here. I got a little too cocky right here. I saw a nice hit, but the thing is, this is his strong side. He's going to outnumber me eventually. I should hold on to my units. I'm getting a favorable engagement, but it's better for me to save units than to win more units. Like if I lose 1 unit and he loses 1.2 units, I'd actually prefer to save my units, because I'm going to need every single one of these units when I have 1 base versus 2 bases of production. So honestly, not a great engagement. Now he's going to kill that infantry. He's going to capture the early airport. He's doing fine. He actually attacks into me here, which is a very dumb move. I don't want to be mean. A very bad move. He does the same thing as me. See, my thing was dumb too, but I think his is even more egregious. So I lose all those infantry. Remember, I had those 2 infantry there that are doing a good amount of work. Nope, they're dead now. And now he has them out. So, not great, but he gets trapped right here. Should have done that before he saw what's going on over here. He builds an artillery on the weak side. Honestly, not terrible on this map. You can put it on this forest and then you can block mechs from fighting over there. So artilleries aren't terrible on the weak side of this map. I usually hate on artilleries on the weak sides, but in this instance I don't. Capture that, move my tank, and his recon sees everything. I need to remind you, the recon sees everything. I actually forgot about that recon at a certain point. I don't remember why, but I forgot about it. So I murder all his units. And I make the same mistake again. I double down. I'm like, I don't want him to have the comm tower. I attack his mech. It's a good cost advantage. But he's going to have more production. I need to keep my units alive. I built a weak side artillery as well, and a recon. This recon, I wanted to do in the middle. It's not going to do anything but pick off units in the middle. That's the only goal. I have mountains over on the side over here. I have mountains, etc. No mountains in the middle. That's all this recon will do, is go on the side over there. In the middle, excuse me. So, the other thing about this, you can also blast this pipe team if you so choose. But to be honest, I don't even know if I'd blast it, because it opens up another angle of attack from your opponent. So you want to be a little wary about that. He gets his airport earlier than me, which actually comes into effect. So, he murders that unit, builds the artillery, and I'm like, okay. That was all fun and games. Let's look at the unit count. I have... okay, so I still have more kills than deaths, because he has more deaths than kills, so I'm actually doing pretty decent, because he bungled over here severely. But I'm also kind of bungling over on the side as well. But he's got an income advantage, actually. He's got more in the middle than me. He's outpositioning me, but I'm threatening him immediately. His artillery is not nearly in position to threaten me yet, whereas mine is basically knocking on his door, like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. So at this point, I'm like, yeah, hold on to this as long as possible. Base lock, good game. Round 2, let's go. Sorry, that's what I was thinking. And this is, honestly, I forgot to mention, this is like a live play. I take like 2 minutes a turn, just kind of cycling it out, whatever. That's kind of how I forgot about the recon. I was just like, I won this shit. Who gives a shit? He tries to interrupt that. He does that. He builds a mech. I'm not really concerned, though. So, Brings his mechs in position. His artillery is getting closer. It's inching towards my base, but he's being defensive. I honestly would move it closer, but I think he was a little scared. He didn't know what I built over here. Capture that. Now, I'm still down on income because he's got a stronger middle, and this infantry's sucking a fat one. He's just doing better back here as well. I think I sacked too many, or I don't know. My capture game wasn't ideal. But I knew there was an artillery over there, so I reveal it simultaneously and attack. Attack that. Attack the infantry. This base is basically dead. Mine's fine. The game is... At this point, I'm like, alright, Olsta, like, whatever, dude. I don't give a shit. I basically won. I built a missiles because I'm memeing. I'm like, I see the copter over there. I'm like, yeah, I'll just put this in, like, this city over there and, like, win. It was honestly just a meme. I mean, I don't want to showboat, but, like, it has some viability, because I'm convinced he will have no one would expect the missiles. No one. So if I put it there, he won't even know about it, and he attacks anything here, and it's doing it like a good defense, right? So it's like not, and it's before he sees the mountains and stuff, so he won't even have vision, so he won't know it exists. So it actually makes sense. And does that feeble attempt. He has 2 artillery now. I just have 1. You only need, no, right now maybe I could use 2, but I have 1. Captures that property, attacks the mech. It's quickly getting scary. He is killing my recon. Smart move. You do want to kill the recon because I'm seeing what he's building. His is just fine. I've taken forever to get this airport though. When he bungled to get this thing earlier and it let me get the advantage, I kind of blew that whole advantage by sacking all my units into it. Because he got the early airport and it enabled him to kill my recon earlier and build copters earlier. And I'm smart enough to have a recon over here, so I see he has a copter, right? And now I'll show you how I forgot. Okay, first off, boom, 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 cap. At this point, I'm like, the game is over. Look, I don't even bring my tank over here. I'm like, this game is over. I'm gonna go from the middle, whatever, that's fine. Capping over there, I built a copter. Pay attention to the funds. Recon, this is gonna be weakened. Bring my missiles back. Look at that defense. Everything's defended. If he gets control of the mountains, they'll see me, so maybe I'll push it 1 more into the woods. But another artillery. Feeling pretty good. Now notice, he built a copter here, right? Why didn't I build an anti-air? I'll tell you why I didn't build an anti-air. Because I fucking forgot about that recon. You see, I usually bluff in games. I like them to think that I built an anti-air when I haven't. I do it all the time. I love bluffing psychological games. It's a lot of fun. Make them scarier than they need to be. You know, it's a good time. But I forgot he could see. So he knows I have no anti-air over here. He knows I have no anti-air or copters. There's nothing to defend these from the copters. So, first major blunder of the game by me. Well, the missiles, was it a blunder if it's a meme? I don't know. But there's a blunder. Bring my units back. Put this in the forest, have a little defensive right here. But Olsta, he has this. He has a hope. Doesn't quite kill me though. Couldn't quite produce, I don't know, medium tank or what have you, so I'm still alive. Feeling good. Brings in his mech. He's close to a normal power. Will he use a normal power? Reveals, doesn't attack though. Brings his units down. Now his artillery's there, now I am base locked. So it's looking like an even trade. Not terrible, but he's got copters and I don't. And he sees my missiles. I need 1 more turn to sneak that bad boy in there, but he saw my missiles, goddammit. But it's okay. Yeah, I see this copter now. And I'm like, shit, I have no answer for that. So now I build an anti-air. I hope. If I don't, then I'm stupid. Yeah, I'd build one now, but it's late. I should have built this 1 more turn earlier. Imagine it being here, like it would be a lot more effective. So, attack the infantry, capture his properties. I actually fight into this because I'm like, you're not getting me alive! I bring this over here to defend the base. Bring the infantry back. Put it in the forest. So now these are all defended, basically. You can attack my infantry from the top from this copter, but feeling pretty decent. But, you know, not having any defense for that copter is kind of killing me right now. And he has an income lead. He's doing well on the capturing the properties. I kind of bungled the income. I feel like I wasted infantry fighting over here when they should have gone to the middle, and I would have captured these earlier and maybe even prevented this one right here. So he made a mistake. But Olsta uses double time, and he caught me off guard here. I was not expecting double time. He's got a shit ton of mechs though, so it makes sense. Now watch this. Kills that off. Kills off my infantry. Attacks my copter. Captures that property. Attacks my unit. 2 copters come in. 1 shots my artillery over there with the double time. Gets an anti-air. I don't know why I got an anti-air. I don't have any copters over here. So that part didn't make sense, but I was like, okay. Mech comes in. Mech comes in. Doesn't one-shot me, but might as well one-shot me there. And he takes over my whole base. And I'm like, that's not good. That's not good. Okay, well I have Victory March and my missiles got a kill. So, you know, I can sleep well at night now. But god dangler it, look at my kill to death right now. Oh, it's actually not that bad. But, well, this is because this is pretty much dead. But, I'm not loving it. Now I'm overcompensating. I'm feeling like Mangs now. I'm like, oh, there's a copter match, we'll go overtime, more anti-air, more! So I'm going crazy with the anti-air. And now I build my first copter over there because I'm like, this fucking recon needs to die. It needs to die in a shallow grave right now. So I didn't really get this anti-air, but he has it because I don't have any mechs. Honestly, maybe I should have built a mech a few turns before because I don't really have any firepower boom boom damage. I just have like infantry light guns. But at this point, I changed my philosophy. I save up some money and you'll see why I do that. Captures my base. And I'm not going to capture his. I'm not in position to capture his. He goes in, he attacks my copter. This was out of position. Luckily, I do have some, you know... I feel like this was a reach. I thought I killed both his copters, but apparently I didn't. So I lost a lot of units, and I can't really kill this. He's got copters, I don't have any mechs. All I have is 1 artillery. I'm not going to get his base. And look at how I have 21 units to 30. It's just not looking good for me. So at this point, my MO changes. We've moved on from the base rush. We're moving on to the HQ rush. I need to get that damn shit in the Victory March. One of these little shitties over here. 1 bomber hit, copter hit, tank hit, maybe after a power, enough to hit KO. Put an infantry here, here. I don't care, one of these spots. Very quiet, you wouldn't notice it, you know, very quiet infantry. Hey, hiding over here, you can barely see it. Then boom, I capture. So my whole game plan changes. I no longer give up a shit about this at all. I'm pretending to care, but I really don't. This anti-air is actually not going to kill this copter. I'm going for this base lock, or this airport lock over here. I'm not concerned with that copter at all. I'm going all in the center. All I care about is the HQ cap, because I'm so far behind everything else. Brings his copter over here. Free kill for all I'm concerned. Everything's dead over here. This is a lost cause completely. He sees my bomber, so he's aware now. Now he's aware, he's like, oh shit, he's just going for the center. He's just going for the center. I can't afford a fighter. What do I do? So he brings up infantry there, infantry there, infantry there. He really doesn't want me to get that. So he blocks a lot of units. He kills off my copter. Now my bomber can't reach. There's an army of fucking copters. I can kill one, but then I can't, the stupid infantry is in the way, so I can't even kill that. So that's annoying. And I'm like, okay, one's dead. I don't even kill off with a recon. I'm like, F it, I'm all in the middle. I gotta get a victory march. I got 17 units to 33. I don't even give half the shit. I'm going all out in the center. I'll combine units if I have to. I think I might even combine units here. Throw my tank over here. I get trapped because I just want vision. I want to see what's going on here. And I see this. I'm like, shit. Because I didn't see this infantry before. I'm like, maybe there's a Boomba. Maybe there's a Boomba right there. Maybe a possible Boomba. I don't even care. Even if that does weaken, I want to get at least one hit there. So, bring my bomber in. I bring a copter in. But that copter's going to get swarmed. And it's not looking great. He has a huge income advantage. It's about to get huger. It's about to get much huger. Kills off my... Didn't even need to use the copters. Sacks his units in. Uses his own victory march. Oof. So now he can get my airport. Oof. Get that. That. God dangler it. Get that. Get that. Oh my god. I have to get the HQ. But I can't. I never even got to use my victory march. And I lost. And I lost in the first round. I got upset. I didn't see it coming. I got complacent and I lost because that stupid damn recon and I got lazy. Honestly? Where are we? This is a one game right there. This is a one game. Back the fuck up. One game. We're good. Anti-air this turn. We're good. Honestly, even better. Don't sack all this shit. Easily won. Get the middle. Easily won. But I get feisty. I lose all my units. I lose unit count over there. Gets incredibly easy to break through. He demolishes me on that turn. I don't have any mechs in play. I don't have anything for the copter. The middle attack is a disaster. He's got plenty of copters. I don't have an airport lock. I needed this like 2 turns before. Honestly, I needed that anti-air 2 turns before. We all know copters are good on this map. I should have had an anti-air even before that. I should not even build a tank here. I should have built an anti-air this turn. Should have been an anti-air. Should have been an anti-air, and I could have... Next turn, Boomba. Next turn, Boomba, airport lock. But, alas, I learned my lesson. Lesson being, look at the damn recon. And by look at the damn recon, I mean, take your time when you're doing your turns. I was playing live. I was taking 2 minutes per turn. I honestly forgot these existed. And I thought I could bluff, but I couldn't. Another thing is, don't get cocky. I was winning over there. Look, I had the comm tower. He doesn't. But, like, chill. Take the advantage. Go in the middle. Go in the middle. He's got 1. You're going to have 2 or 3. You can win the middle. I could have won the middle. But instead, got feisty as hell into the strong side. You don't get feisty into the strong side, people. When you're getting feisty into the strong side, you're in for a long ride. Ooh, I love that rhyme. Fight into the strong side, you're in for a long ride. So I was trying to throw in schlong in there for some reason. Schlong tide. That doesn't even make sense. We're keeping it at 2 rhymes. Strong side, long ride. Okay? We're not doing that. You can get a tattoo of that shit. But yeah, I lost in the first round. Honestly, I kind of needed it. I've been playing a little too cocky. Olsta deserved the win. He's a strong player. He upset me. He upset another person in the second round. So he's good for him. He wasn't playing well when I reviewed his first game. I could see the improvement. And honestly, that made me proud. I was like, you know what? I lost, but I'm glad it was to someone whose video I reviewed and who improved from it. That, I played like shit and I felt bad about it. And I was like, God damn, now people are going to make fun of me for losing in the first round. No one did, actually. So, no one does that. No one's a dick on this site. But could have, if I had to choose, Olsta. If I had to lose someone, Olsta. So it sucked. I'm out of the league. I'm out of this tournament, but I'm in 2 other damn tournaments. So to be honest, maybe it's good that I lost here because I have so much shit going on. I don't have enough time. That's kind of why maybe I was doing live because I'm like, fuck, I have to play Rocka or I have to play freaking, I don't even know, other people. Rhymer. Yeah, I think I was playing Rhymer during this as well. This is the heat of the Rhymer game. So honestly, maybe it's for the better for my own mental health that I lost here. But it was a good game. I learned a lot from it. Olsta Good to see him improving. He made some blunders up here at the beginning, but he had great capture game. Olsta had great capture game. He built enough mechs. I think maybe I should have built another mech here. And 2 was not enough. I think 3 was the right play. So Olsta had a good idea there. Small blunder at the beginning right there, but I like the idea of getting this early and killing the recon early, where I didn't get the airport for like 3 more turns, and then I couldn't. Imagine me having an early copter over here like he did. Like, that'd be strong. He'd have to build an anti-air. But well played by Olsta. I learned from my mistakes. I won't make them again for a while at least. But I hope you guys learned something. Hope you are entertained, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.